I belongs to the electrical and electronics engineering department. So I did my engineering from Annamacharya Institute of Technology and Sciences, Kadapa, in the year 2007. And I did my MTech as well as the PhD in the control system with the specialization of robotics from National Institute of Technology, Calicut, Kerala. And I am heading the Innovation Center at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering since 2019. So, as a part of inculcating the culture of innovation, entrepreneurship, startup, as well as generating the patents from the students' perspective, so from our institute, we have taken the some initiative. So through that one, we are inculcating the culture through some courses, great courses on the experiential engineering, starting from first year till the end of the third year. So we are involving the students to be a part of product development. And before going to give the session, just I want to mention a few credentials of our institute, especially my students. So two of the students, they received a fund of 4 lakhs from METI grant through the Ali Incubation Center. So right now, out of that 2 members, one guy, his name is Mohan Reddy, is a native of Gullapochampalli. So he made a machine called river cleaning boat with the AI technology. So the first machine was sold to the Sabita Indra Reddy madam, he is the Honorable Education Minister. So she bought that machine for 22 lakhs for cleaning whatever the ponds in her constitution. And recently one more machine, he got the order from the Mahbubnagar collector. So those are the credentials of that Mohan Reddy. He is the native of Gullapochampalli. So another guy, Rahul, he is with the electronics background. So he also received a fund of 4 lakhs and he is going to work on biodegradable materials which are alternatives to the plastics. So he is going to make a machine that is the first kind of thing in the entire world to automate this particular process. So utilization of whatever the paddy waste to convert into the usable materials that is alternative to the plastics. So he is also going to be a game changer in the market in that particular segment. And another guy, Manish and team from CSC, so they are working on the managing the menstrual waste. So one of the hackathon conducted at the T Hub, so motivated from that particular hackathon, so they are moving forward for managing the menstrual waste. They are going to recycling and reproducing the again whatever the napkins. And one more guy, so he's going to make a app that is called well-being, so that especially to whatever the counseling, the school students, especially those who are suffering with some mental or any other issues. So because you all knows, so there is a huge demand for the wellness coaches in the market, but the availability and whatever they are charging, it will be very high, so that the schools cannot hire the wellness coaches to train the students. So that this app may be going to bridge this particular gap to especially useful for the school children. So that guy also got a fund of 7.2 lakhs from the MSME. So these are the some of the funding we received from the external agencies. Other than this one, so from our institute we are providing the funding for the students for making a product developments. And today my topic is all about innovation and product development. So first of all, so I will give you some innovations where you have to think about yourself. So many times the people feels that innovation means it may be a big thing and you have to include much technology and you have to do a lot of hard work. So it's not all about the innovation. So it's all about how you are making the others happy. So if you are doing something, if you are making, suppose there will be some process. So there, some people may be working, they are going to spend a lot of time to do, execute that particular process. So by using your knowledge, your creativity and your thought process, so if you are going to change a process in such a way that if you are able to reduce the work burden for that particular people, then they are going to feel happy. So they are going to save their time, and so that they can spend their time with their family and children. So that is all about how we are making the how we are understanding the pain of others and how we are making them happy. That is all about innovation. So there is nothing in the deploying or unnecessarily including the technology into the innovation. So nowadays there is a buzzwords in the market called artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cyber security, this and all. But intentionally people are including this technology into the innovation, even though that is not required. Suppose if you are making something with the help of artificial intelligence, and if the customers are the farmers, so will they really use this artificial intelligence technology? No. So then for that particular peoples, even peoples are much talking about the IoT. So will the farmers can play with the IoT? No. And if you take the drones, is the really drones are required for the farmers? Yeah. So if a simple repair come to the drone, the farmer cannot do alone. So you have to think as a engineering students, so who is required these kind of solutions, and if you take a farmers, so what exactly required for the farmers, that you have to think. Okay. Okay. So here you can see purpose of life is to ensure happiness and in and around us. So you may be staying in the hostels, you may be staying in your home, you may or may not be having comfort to sit and study. Do you have the comfortness in your home all the time for sitting and studying for a long time? But fortunately or unfortunately, so you may be doing some arrangements for yourself and you are seeing your comfortness. The same thing you are following for the rest of the life while you are studying. So the same thing may not be used by others. So if you are feeling comfort in a particular aspect, so why can't you bring that one into your friends so that they also can adopt the same method, so that they also feel happy. So if you are following something, so by knowingly or unknowingly, so everyone will be having some skills and everyone will be using some innovations made by themselves for their comfort level. So if you strongly believe, if you are taking a mobile phone, so earlier there is a old phone called Nokia 1100, and right now you can take the Apple iPhone. So if you compare the two things, suppose if I sell a iPhone without having a features of making a call and receiving a call, sending and receiving a messages, no one will buy, right? But why people are buying the Apple iPhones? Most of the time status, security, and whatever the quality. So there will be a lot of things will be there. But if you are offering a phone without having a facility like making and receiving a call, sending and receiving a messages, no one will buy the Apple iPhone. So you need to understand only one thing. Even if you take the Nokia 1100 and Apple iPhone, the high-end model, the basic functionality is not changed. The basic functionality of both the things are same. Phone means just for making a calls. Then the rest of the things additionally added the features. For what purpose they added all these particular features? Yeah, attract the customers. Okay. So earlier, if you are having the Nokia 1100, if you are going for some trip, you have to carry one cam, right? If you want to listen the music, you should carry some MP3 player. And if you want to carry some documents, so right now you can store your documents, you can listen the music, you can take the pictures, you can have the video. So all these things are embedded into a single piece that is called the recent smartphones. So because of the development of the technology, what has changed means the comfort level of the peoples are increased. So now if you are having the Apple iPhone, so you need not to carry all these devices. So I do not know exactly, but I heard the word. So because of the smartphones, there are 10 devices are eliminated, like what is the camera, what is the MP3 player, so something like that. Okay, so 11 devices are eliminated by embedding all the features into a single smartphone. So whatever the innovation all the time, and whatever the things available in today market that are enough for the next 1,000 years also. It need not to make any innovation. But still why the people are making the innovations means, so all the time they are going to increase the comfort level of the people, and they are going to make the peoples more and more happy. So happy is in terms of reducing the pain and reducing the work time. So if you are reducing the work time from 10 hours to the 1 hour, and if you are looking at the peoples like labor or farmers, so if you are reducing the time of a farmer from 10 hours to the 1 hour, so 9 hours is going to save the time. So that 9 hours he can spend for earning the some other amount, or he can spend the time with the family. So these are the basic principles you need to understand when you are thinking about the innovation. So here there are two pictures are there. So when you look at that particular picture, so is there any innovation? Lesser material, excellent. Height problem. So when we are studying in the schools, and even if you go to the many of the schools, so there will be a water taps will be at a certain level only. But when you take the engineering college, almost all the students are at a certain age, so that height problem won't be there. But when you take the school, there the children from LKG to the 10th or plus 2 will be there. So there will be a height variation from 2 feet to even sometimes 4 or 5 feet. So when you take the children, so whatever the school children studying in the schools for the past that 100 years, they are not having that facility. But whoever the students studying, they are having this particular flexibility. So there is no technology, there is nothing is there, just a simple arrangement makes the people happy. So whatever you are doing, it's not all about a single person or two persons. So how many school students will be there approximately in entire India? 10 lakhs? 50 lakhs? Yeah, maybe. More than 50 lakhs, suppose. So, with a simple innovation, this particular innovation is going to impact the how many members? More than 50 lakhs. So, you always aim in such a way that whatever you are doing, don't seek for few customers. So, whatever the innovation you are doing, that has to impact the millions. So, that is what you have to keep it in mind all the time. So, why all the time impacting the billions? So, why a specific customers? So, there is a just simple philosophy here. Suppose if you are making a Apple iPhone, how many phones will be sold every day? Some suppose 10% in the market. And if you take the MI phones, so the share will be 30 or 40% out of whatever they are selling in each day. So Apple iPhone customers will be very less, so that they are taking the more margin when they are selling the particular piece of mobile phone. And if you take the Redmi phones, the phones are not costly and their margin will be less. But their sales are very much high compared to the Apple iPhone. So why? Because so they have the more number of customers than whatever the Apple iPhone customers. So because of that one, so there is a more number of sales per carry the entire tank of 30 liters all the day for 5 to 6 hours. Next one is, he is going to spray in front. So whenever he is taking the usual hand pump, so whenever he is spraying, he is going to spray in front of him. So when the pesticide is spraying in front of him, some of the pesticide may enter into the air, whatever he is going to heal. So because of that one, some pesticides is directly entering into the farmer nose and it may affect in the long term. And next one is, he's not going to down this particular pump all the time. There will be another extra person will be there, maybe his children or his wife or some other labor to pour the water into the tank all the time. So this is the usual process. So for this one, 2 members are required. You need to work for 5 to 6 hours. Then whatever you are spraying, sometimes it is entering into your body, and all the time you have to carry the tank on the back side. And later on, there is some pumps from the China or Taiwan, so that are run with the petrol. So here this process is eliminated. So usage of the hand pump is eliminated, but still you have to carry the tank and you are going to spray in front of you and some other person required. Only the change here is, so instead of working for 5 to 6 hours, here he may complete the work in only 3 hours. But still, petrol cost is increased, labor is there, and now more pesticide is entering into the body. Why? Because these petrol pumps are going to generate more pressure and there will be more pesticide is entering into the air. So it is going to dangerous for the people. So I have seen literally, even I am from a farmer's background. So whenever the peoples are going to spray the pesticides, especially for some vegetables, they are going to use some high-end pesticides. So after spraying, they are coming back and they are going to hospitals. Why? Because they are not feeling well. You all guys having the knowledge and you all guys having some creativity within you. So knowledge means all the time, not from the classroom. In your classroom, you are going to get the knowledge. And second one is, so whenever you are moving from one place to the other place, whenever you are observing your surroundings, where also you are going to gain the knowledge. So knowledge is all about grasping something from where you are living or where you are in the particular environment. So if you are having the knowledge and by applying your knowledge, and if your mindset is some creative, so if you are able to make some innovations which are going to impact on the society, then so innovation why you are doing means, so whoever going to make the innovation, so obviously you are going to solve some particular problem. So if you are going to solve a problem, so here just it's all about the reducing pain. So if you are going to reduce the pain of some particular people with your innovation, with your creativity and with your knowledge, then definitely they are going to feel happy. So if everyone is happy, the feast is created. So everyone will be happy means, so that is, there won't be any problems in the society. So this is what is the path for world peace. So you have to use your knowledge, creativity and make the innovations to make all the peoples happy. So in the olden days, so there are only few companies. So very long back, only Nokia company is selling the mobile phones. But nowadays there are a lot of companies are there to make the mobiles and sell it to the people. So because of that one, whatever the wealth, it is distributed from one company to the many companies. So now the present model is, so you guys make some innovations. Definitely you are entering into the market. If you are having some segment means, so from that particular segment you are going to earn the money. That is nothing but you are going to create a wealth for your company. So now the complete wealth is distributed to the all the peoples, those who are making the innovations. That is not concentrated at only few companies. So in the olden days, only few companies are making the products and selling it to the people, so that the entire wealth is concentrated at that particular companies. Now all the peoples are making the innovations and they are going to the market, so that the wealth is completely distributed to the even small companies. And mindset. So for any innovator, the mindset is very, very important. So wherever you are going to understand the problem, and if you want to do some innovation, you don't feel that I am an engineering student, I born in a city, I born in a village. So this and all you have to remove everything. So your mindset will be like a kid. So a kid will be having no intentions, nothing, no tensions, no fears, anything won't be there in the kid's mind. So you have to feel like a kid. So whenever you go and ask some question to the kid, so he will answer very quickly. But if I ask you guys, so sometimes you may feel shy to answer even if you know. So that is what the mindset of you guys. The only thing is, so whenever you are thinking about innovation, first you have to change your mindset. Change your mindset. So whenever you change your mindset, then definitely you can see the other's problem. So if you are not going to change your mindset means you are not going to see the other's problem and you cannot identify the problems, you cannot make the innovations. So that is all about you have to prejudice about whatever your mindset. So be open, then be open to learn, then only you can understand the others' problems. So there are a lot of opportunities available for you guys, especially for students, and especially in the Hyderabad, there are some different organizations are working for, especially for women's. There is a lot of funding is available with the lot of incubators even in the Hyderabad. The only thing is you should have some innovative idea. You should reach the and knock that particular door of the incubator. They are ready to give the funding for students. And second thing is, suppose as a incubator, if I am giving a 4 lakhs fund to the student, I am not going to expect that you guys are developing a product completely. Just you can make a product, you fail, no problem at all. Just you have to spend the money in a proper way. Even if you are not able to make the product, that doesn't matter. The only thing is you have to go in a proper way and develop some products. It may or may not work, that is the doesn't matter. So this is what you need to think, what you need to understand. The only way is first you try to enlighten yourself and you try to make some particular identify the problems. I already told where you can identify the problems. You can go to the Smart India Hackathon website and I think it may come in the month of March again. Smart India Hackathon 2023 will come in the next month where you can participate and your exposure will be through the national level. So if you are going to participate in the Smart India Hackathon kind of thing, you are going to compete with the national level. So if your idea is selected, definitely you are going for a national platforms. So you try to utilize all the facilities, all the funding opportunities, and I believe you need not to spend a single rupee from your pocket. Just only thing is you have to use your creativity and go forward.